everybody, my name's Stephanie and I'm a full-time reseller. I've been reselling online since 1998 and I like to make little videos of what I've sold, what I've picked up at yard sales. I do a lot of other little videos like of my pets and things like that, but I was going to go over some things I've sold today and also just talk about, I've noticed a lot of videos I've been watching from other resellers that they get discouraged, like sales have been kind of slow. But first I'm going to go over a few things I sold on Poshmark. Actually, I did like a little sale, and I sold 3 things like in a day, which is rare for Poshmark. I don't sell that much like I do on eBay. But these anthropology pants sold for $22, and that was something I'm selling for a friend and she's giving me a commission off it. These Under Armour compression ankle leggings, this sold for $11. I had it up for a little bit and I got them for only $2.50 at a store called Indie Clover that I've talked about in the past. Every Fridays and Saturdays, which I didn't go today, they have like up to 75% off. Women, or just people, not just women, rent like booths and they sell their clothing and just household items. And I usually go there on Fridays to get up to 75% off. So these only cost me $2.50. I didn't make a big profit from it, but every little bit counts. I just feel like if I was to go get a job somewhere making $10 an hour or $15 an hour, you know, and you're having to be somewhere away from home, like 2 little options that hardly takes you any time to list, if they make you $5 a piece, you know, then that's $10. It all adds up really quick. That's how I think about it in my brain. I've worked outside the home. I've had jobs, lots of jobs, but I always come back to just doing this because it just seems to make more sense. So the Sanctuary Sunshine Garden Valley blouse only sold for $11 too. Someone actually gave this to me, so I'm not out any money. But this is a $98 shirt. I did a lot of research off it, and on their website they're selling it for $98. So I had it for like $25, and nobody liked it on Poshmark, and I just kept lowering it, and then finally went for $11. But I figure, you know, I didn't have to pay anything for it. I'm not sure why certain brands, if you were to go into like Nordstrom, or I think it was like from Nordstrom's or something, or their website and pay $98, like people are looking for that brand. This is a really good deal. This Patagonia sweater, this is a funny story. Now at Indie Clover, on their little tags, when I go on Fridays, it has the booth number and price. Well, this last time I went, I noticed they had different tags and it was reversed, like it said price and booth. So when I looked at this, I thought it was $5, but it was booth number 5. I didn't even notice till I got home because I bought so much there. I'd actually paid $20 for it. And I was like, oh man, and you can't do returns there. All sales are final. Like, oh well, whatever. Well, I'm glad I bought it. I mean, I'm glad I ended up getting it. I would have never paid that much for it just on a regular day. $5 was like okay for me. Well, I did research and people have it enlisted on Poshmark for $100. I'm like, oh wow, so maybe I can make some quick money. Well, I listed it for $65, thinking I just like to make quick sales right now. I don't like to keep a lot of inventory. I try to do lower than what other people are doing. And it sold within a couple of days for $65. So I paid $20 and went for $65. So that goes to show you it's okay to pay a higher price. This is for me too, because like certain brands, Patagonia, this is a really nice fleece sweater jacket. At a yard sale, we have it in our minds as resellers, this is a yard sale, I have to pay yard sale prices. But if you know something's going to make you a lot of money, to me it's okay to pay a little bit more, you know, like $20 for a sweater. If it's going to make you a $40 profit, you know, you can sell it for $65 or $80, then pay $20 for it. Yeah, I learned something there. I was really upset that day about paying $20 for it, and then was like, oh wow, that actually goes for a lot. Patagonia is a good brand. It's been a while since I sold that brand. But more winter stuff sells better. Like I have a pair of Patagonia men's swimsuit trunks on there that are down to $10 and they still haven't sold. So I guess it just depends on the item. Ski items always go really good. Now I always tell you in my videos I sell a lot of Stampin' Up! For a friend and she gives me a commission. And I don't tell every single one, but 2 sold in a row this morning. One for $49.49 and the other for $40.48. These are stamp sets and they come with what they call dies. I don't do crafty things like this. I don't really know how you use them, but people love them, especially here in Utah, and it's just a big name brand for crafts. So always look for Stampin' Up! When you're going out. This Simpsons Larry Burns action figure went for $18. I've had this for a while, and I think I got it at a yard sale for a couple of dollars. It's one of those that talks, and I did say the package had some wear to it. It wasn't like a big deal, but I'm just trying to move inventory, so I'm lowering prices. So Everyday Reference Library Encyclopedia. This is a mid-century. This was given to me. I had it for like $25, and someone offered me $17. So I'm like, I don't care. When things are given to me, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to move stuff. This Black Rifle Coffee Company shirt, I didn't know what it was at first. It's a gorilla holding a gun, but Black Rifle is it's a coffee. So this is how I explain it. People are like, because down here in Utah, there's a Starbucks, and literally right across the street, there's a Black Rifle coffee. So I say Starbucks is for the liberals and Black Rifle coffees for the conservatives. Not judging or anything. I'm just saying that's just the type of people who go to the Black Rifle. They're the rugged men with the big trucks and the guns like on their cars, and like Starbucks is more hippie, but to each their own. I don't care. I don't drink coffee, but I knew this would sell. I only paid 50 cents for it. It went for $17.98. Vintage 1969 Carpenter Songs sheet music book went for $16.99. This is something I found in my garage. I had a whole box full of sheet music books, and I just realized I had a bunch of them, and I just listed them all in one day. So I bought the whole box. I remember getting the whole box at an estate sale, like someone passed away type sale, and I think I paid about $5 for the whole box. I was there at the end of the day. So I just got around to listing that, and it sold in a couple days. That one did. These LLX cargo gray pants. It's not a good brand. I think it's an Amazon brand. It only went for $13.49. I had bought a lot on a table of lot of clothes from my local auction, and I paid like $5 for all the clothes. So sometimes I do that. Sometimes it's not worth it. Like by the time it's $13.49. It's not a big money maker, but I usually try to go for bigger name brands. But I've been selling a lot of things locally lately. Like today, someone picked up a Stanley cup. I had paid $10 for it, Indie Clover, and it sold for $25, so that was $15. I like when people buy things locally. I do have Facebook Marketplace local, and there's a thing called KSL. It's a news site, but everyone in Utah uses it to sell things locally, and it's free. So, and I sold, it's a, what do you call it? It was like a trap cage, humane trap cage. So if you need to trap a feral cat and take it to the vet, I sold that for $30, and I paid $10 for that. What else did I sell lately? It seems like lately I've been doing a lot of local sales, which is nice. It's cash on hand or Venmo. But I was going to talk a little bit about, when you're discouraged and I'm not making enough money, my sales aren't picking up. There'll be days I sell a super ton, and then this last couple days, it's been super slow. Not my regular 10 to 15 items a day type sales. So I just go through and I do a sale on eBay. I do a sale on Etsy. I go down, and you can go on eBay. I can show you if you're not familiar. You go under active, and I'll do a screenshot of the page, and it says send eligible offer. Let me screenshot that real quick. And then when you click on that, it brings up all your auctions that have, I'll do a little screenshot of my top. I do it by highest to lowest. I have a screenshot of, I'm sorry, it's not a screenshot. It shows all the listings of people who like your items, who have a lot of likes or watchers. I guess it's not likes is Poshmark, but they have watchers, and you can send an offer just to those people. And every time I do that and I go through, I always make sales. That's how I do it. But I know it can be hard, especially when the times are hard and tough, when everything's super expensive. You're just trying to make ends meet. That's what we do right now. My husband lost his job in October. He has part-time work, but we're not making hardly as much as we used to anymore. So I just have to sell more and try to do more to bring in income. But it helps to not be in debt too. We were in medical debt. We had a lot of debt, but we got out of that, and we tried to. I'm not saying if you're in, like I said, we've been in debt before. When you have like all of a sudden, say you lose your job, then your refrigerator breaks down, then your car breaks down, then everything breaks down. You have to put things on credit card. Most people don't have tons of cash just laying around to pay for stuff like that. So, I try to get the 0% credit cards so that you pay within a year and go get my car fixed that way if you're able to. They're always sending that stuff in the mail, or you can talk to your local bank. But that's just my little rant about trying to encourage everybody. Hopefully things get better, and I do little videos too, like of grocery hauls, when I'm buying things clearanced out, or stores that have food at a really good price. That saves us a lot of money. So I hope you have a good day, and thanks for always watching. I appreciate you. Bye bye.